Have you ever felt that small pause before you do something new? That voice in your head that tells you to be careful and stay where things are safe? It's normal. But today I want to talk about something that seems a little more risky. Taking the leap, accepting the unknown, and why that matters. I'd like to tell you a story about a man named David. David's life was good by many standards not too long ago. He had a steady job, a routine that he could count on, and he paid his bills on time. But deep down, he had a dream, something different, something his heart wanted. He wanted to open his own small bakery so he could make and share happiness with each loaf. But starting meant making changes, and changes meant taking risks. He had doubts for weeks. What if it didn't work? What if he lost what he already had? But one afternoon, when David saw an old friend's success after following their passion, he felt a change. He understood that not taking the chance was a different kind of failure, the failure to try. So he made a decision. He chose to take the risk, not because he knew what would happen, but because he felt like giving up on himself if he stayed still. There were no promises or guarantees with that choice. There were hard days, times when he was scared, and a lot of problems. But there were also times when a stranger smiled after eating his bread. These were the times that reminded David why it was worth it. Sometimes having the courage to take a chance doesn't just change your story. It makes your heart feel different. So why should you care about this? Because we all have that dream deep down inside, no matter what it looks like for you. And the truth is that life only moves forward when we do. What we risk is often much less than what we could lose. The safest path may seem safe, but it can keep us from the happiness and growth that are just beyond fear. Taking the chance doesn't mean jumping into the unknown. It's about paying attention to that quiet voice inside you, weighing the fear, feeling the uncertainty, and then deciding to believe that something better is possible. It's about respecting your story enough to write new chapters, even if your hand shakes when you write. So if there's one thing I want you to remember from this, it's that life rewards those who take risks. Not because the path is easy, but because the journey, the risk, is where we learn who we really are. Sometimes the biggest risk we take is just having enough faith in ourselves to get started. And that might be the most beautiful risk of all.